Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios. This is Old School. Brought to you by Sandhills Global. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson.
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score!
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Use the other one. Use this with this one.
Welcome into Old School. Well, that's weird. 93.7 The Ticket, theticketfm.com. Oh, if you're on the stream, you see that I'm wearing a weird jersey. It's necessary for reasons. I'm not sure what the reasons are, but it was a dare, and I had to take the dare. DP is here. I'm here. Jay will be joining us shortly. Right here on 93.7 The Ticket, Old School, brought to you by Sandhills Global. Sandhills Global has hundreds of jobs, and if you go to sandhills.jobs, you apply. Tons of jobs for you. 402-464-5685, Honda Lincoln Hotline, Starter Heyman text line. Join us on the stream, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter. Tons to talk about. The College World Series field is almost set. I think we have two more games, game threes today, to determine the final two spots that will be taken in Omaha.
Yeah, I rather enjoyed this weekend watching the series kind of play itself out. I don't have the Tennessee venom that some people do, but I also appreciate what Notre Dame did.
Thank you, Notre Dame.
Number 1, number 4 are out. So Tennessee and Virginia Tech are out. Stanford's number 2, and they've still got to play their way in.
I kind of want UConn to win just because I saw that they haven't made the College World Series since like the 1900s. I know that's it's
a big deal.
Very
they're
broad
scrappy.
range, but it's been a long time since UConn's made it.
They're scrappy.
I like their jerseys. The ones they wore yesterday?
True.
Like the old pinstripe with the old looking C on it.
Yeah. Yeah, they're scrappy. They don't have Stanford fear.
Good.
Which is nice. Stanford had to earn it. And then number 3, Oregon State, they've got to beat Auburn tonight at 6:30. So 3:00, it's UConn and Stanford, which is weird. The West Coast team is going to play the early game.
3:00 here. So it's 1:00 there.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird.
Midday baseball.
But because both, I guess both locations are west because Oregon State's in Corvallis, and so they're going to go at 6:30, which is good because it'll give us some leeway up until Game 5 in the NBA. I do miss the days where hockey and the Stanley Cup Finals and the NBA Finals will just alternate days. We haven't done that, and I don't like it. Like, no, give me my championship run. Like, it's the last where we have multiple sports going on at that level. So give me that dance.
At some point, once the Stanley Cup Finals are over, the College World Series is over, we're going to be just baseball.
Well,
which isn't bad, but also just baseball.
No, but I've rather enjoyed the USFL.
I caught like the first 3 weeks of games, and I've just been catching up on my Stallions, who are still undefeated.
No, they should. They're playing at home.
They are the best team in the USFL.
They're the only team having a home game.
Everybody has a home game.
No.
Everybody has had a home game.
No one has had a home game.
It's not my fault that everybody else's fans don't travel. Let's go Stallions.
They don't know them.
Undefeated.
They don't
Playoffs
know
in
them.
Canton, baby.
Yeah. We'll see how they do in Canton. You got to play a road game.
Still
finally.
be undefeated.
It's just there. No, I've rather enjoyed it. Truth be told, watching like the quarterbacks evolve. It's more of a defensive league than they thought it would be.
Mm-hmm.
And I think quality of quarterback play is important. It's a run game league, which happened. I didn't think they planned on it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Although one of the quarterbacks has like 1 million yards passing already.
I like having spring football.
It's nice.
Like they give you 2 or 3 nights, and
I like the drones and the helmet cam and the mics. Like
there's
good.
There's some good stuff that they put in play.
Whoever the drone operators are, I don't know how much they're getting paid, but they need to be paid more because those shots are immaculate.
Don't say that because they'll take it away from you.
Oh, you're right.
They'll take it away if you give them. If you give them credit.
What's that? I don't know.
Yeah.
I didn't lose a bet. Somebody just asked me if I wanted something on Twitter, and I said yes. And this is what I have to do to get whatever it is. I don't even know what it is.
So you just willingly to do anything for something for free?
Almost.
Well,
I can tell.
Well, you know what's supposed to happen, right?
No, but turn around.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a name on it.
No, you know who it is.
No.
It's exactly who you think it is.
Chase Daniels?
And you should chase him down.
Is it Chase Daniels?
Daniels number 8?
You are supposed to chase him down.
Is this Chase
Chase
Daniels?
Daniels was number 9.
Whoever that
I'll have to
jersey
look this
was,
up.
you put your hat on him.
Did he?
Did I?
Yeah.
So should I look up Mizzou's roster in what, 97?
Oh, we played him 97. I know we played him 98.
Yeah.
I'll look up 97.
You're supposed to. Your natural instinct should be to put your hat on him.
Well, I'm trying to decide whether it was an offensive player
and he can't get by.
or the guy that I punched at the coin toss.
Well, that's
It's probably the guy. I think it's the guy I punched at the coin toss. Yeah.
Okay, 1997.
That's
it doesn't
funny.
have numbers. Dang it.
That is funny. Rico, you should make that your profile picture.
I should not. I said like I don't have a problem with Mizzou, so
you don't have a problem with free jerseys.
Yeah.
I mean, there's that too.
Here
we go. Number what is it? 8? Wade Perkins, defensive back.
Yeah, that might have been at the coin toss.
Mm-hmm.
And 98. That was
and
98.
also hold on, and also Adrian Cole. What's L? Is that lineman? It's just an L. It's not an OL or it's just an L.
Left off the roster.
Well, he's 6'4", 275. So
he probably was a lineman.
Yeah.
It was probably the defensive back. We had a little issue at the coin toss for 98.
Well, that's 97.
We fully expected
he's a junior.
So Ryan fully expected Jay to just rip that off of Rico.
I didn't. I first of all, I was shocked he had it on, but now that I see those colors, it's starting to kind of build up a little bit. And here's a funny story. So my brother is a doctor, and so he was in Kirksville, Missouri. So he, when you, they call it a white coat ceremony, kind of like when you go through med, for this, he's a DO. So when they go through the program, you get this white coat, then you're kind of on your professional, med school, or you graduate med school, and then you go on to wherever you're going to do your residency or whatever. And that's where I met Danny Woodhead. So Danny Woodhead's brother is a doctor, and Danny Woodhead was down there, obviously there for his brother. I mean, just so happened, you know what I mean? We both have Nebraska ties, and here we are supporting our brothers. But I had to fly to St. Louis, and to get there, and you have to go through Columbia. And it was a late night flight, and I don't know if anybody's ever flown into St. Louis. Sometimes in the spring and summer, it gets kind of bumpy. And I don't like to fly at all, period. But it was bumpy, so I was like, I don't feel kind of ornery or whatever. I saw the Columbia, Missouri. It says that welcome to Columbia, Missouri, and it was like literally on the side of the highway where you have to turn to go to Kirksville, and Kirksville is like middle of nowhere. It's like how you have this prestigious med school in the middle of nowhere. But I decided to pull over. I drank a ginger ale. They give you ginger ale and water and stuff. You got upset stomach, drinks me some water. You want to make sure I'm hydrated. And I was fully hydrated. Decided to pull over and water the Columbia, Missouri sign.
Yeah.
And Byron Chamberlain, who I played against in the NFL, and he's, he went to start at Missouri, then he ended up at Wayne State. But he always is talking about Missouri this, Missouri that. So I think I tweeted at him or something like that. It says, "Hey man, I just watered your sign real quick."
It just paid a tribute.
Just helping out.
Just let you know how we did when we came down there. Since you guys want to water the grass when we're down there and make the game, try to slow us down and take away our speed, I decided, let me just go ahead and water the grass around your Columbia, Missouri sign.
Oh, you're just being a good Samaritan.
Yeah,
that's all it is. Yeah.
Just helping out.
Yeah.
Throughout the course of today,
I mean, if you're wearing jerseys, I can. I can't believe this, right? I mean, I could bring in.
You think Jay would be able to put this on? Because I don't.
I could bring a little All-Star jersey in there for you, Rico.
Okay. I don't think Jay. I don't think Jay gets this.
No,
this is tight.
That is probably if it's the defensive back. That's the guy that I accidentally. I had like a little reaction in my hand,
he
Will Smith.
You
had a twitch.
He Will Smithed him.
Yeah,
no,
he had a twitch in his shoulder.
I went to shake hands and it just somehow
went to the face.
Yeah.
To the face. What did 5 fingers say to the face?
Hey, the best thing is
he had a magnet in his face, and your hand. You had metal plates in your hand.
He went over to the ref and he's like, "Ain't you gonna do nothing?" I say, "He ain't gonna do nothing. This is my house right here." He ain't gonna do nothing. He ain't gonna do nothing.
What did Coach Osborne say?
Oh, that was Coach Solich at the time.
Okay.
And the ref was standing, like me and Rico could be the dudes. You're right there, and he was one over ref and said, "He ain't gonna say nothing.
No.
This is the way it is."
Just throw blows and get it done.
I have to deal with it.
We are trying to figure out what this game 5 is going to look like. I'm actually thrilled. I don't remember being this excited about a game 5 in a while.
Well, the problem is it's at Golden State, and if Draymond shows up, which I assume he will, because anytime your mom calls you out, you got to play well the next game. Who steps up besides Steph? I know Steph will do his thing, but I doubt he's going to play to that. I mean, that's a perfect basketball game that he played to kind of squeak them over the finish line to get there. Otherwise, 3-1 series is over. I mean, it was a legendary performance on the road, a shooting performance, stamina performance, efficiency performance. I mean, like I said, it's dang near a perfect game. It wasn't even a volume shooting. I think 43 points. And so, expectations and reality won't ever meet up, because those games back to back, regardless if you're home or away, are hard to replicate. You might be able to score 43 points, but you're going to probably take, in my opinion, 6 to 10 more shots. So that brings it down to efficiency. You're not as efficient, so it's not the perfect game or close to the perfect game you had before. And then the series really hinges on Tatum. Can he have a game like that? If he has a game like that tonight, the series is over. You get what I'm saying? Because I think Boston feels comfortable with how they've defended everybody else. They're probably disappointed in game 2 how they defended everybody else, and that was the blowout game. So if they can just kind of tighten up some stuff on Steph and make it a little bit harder, and then Tatum actually, is about him consistency, right? It was even like that against the Miami Heat. He's had it. Like, you're in this when you get into like these, the knockout rounds, or the ones that are, extremely where it can take you from a good player during your time to legendary. You win a NBA championship, and then the way that these guys are able to score, Tatum and maybe Brown, you could be thinking about Hall of Fame. You get what I'm saying? Once you get an NBA championship, you think about a Hall of Fame. So I think it depends on this whole series it's a 3-game series for him. Like, I'm thinking, like, if I can, and it's not like I don't feel like they have anybody on Golden State that could oppose such a problem for him to play like he's been playing, to where it's like one game, it's the guy, that won the Larry Bird trophy. The next game, he's won, the Larry Burns trophy that's not even available, so it's and it's got to be somewhere in between, you know what I mean? And then I think I think the extra day off for Williams is going to help him from a health standpoint, because I always say this, and I've been saying this seems like for 2 weeks. Smart and Williams, when they're on the floor together, that takes Boston. The advantage goes to Boston. And when they're playing, because those guys can free up Al Horford, Brown, and Tatum, and everybody else to do a whole bunch of different stuff on both the offense and defensive side of the floor. And then also Williams can score inside and really eliminate any type of like garbage inside stuff that Golden State has been able to kind of, cherry on top with it. So if he's healthy, where he can kind of play to somewhere where up to his potential, the advantage goes to Boston. And Boston is a team that has shown that they can go on the road and win games that they realistically shouldn't. They shouldn't have won Game 7 on the road at Miami. Generally, you think the home team is going to win. That game was never out of hand for them. So this is a game that they can probably, squeak out and win.
Yeah, I worry a little bit about Boston's bounce back from this. Like, they look broken at the end of Game 4. Like, they look broken. The reaction was a little too different.
Yeah, it was a little too somber.
Yeah.
In the sense of they had control of the game, and that type of. It's just like when LeBron, what LeBron did to the Celtics when Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett start chirping a little bit, and then he went down. It was at Boston, and then who was that he dunked on? Was it Jason Terry?
Jason Terry.
Okay, when they pissed LeBron off, then you got what type of LeBron, and they were defeated, and actually Garnett and Pierce never have gotten over it. They went to the Nets and still getting the business. I think what I saw from Boston was a lot of disappointment in themselves.
Was this game like not just a make it or break it, but a Steph Curry goes off like that while you're still holding the rest of the Warriors to not very much success, and you're just thinking, at least to them as a young team, like, there's no way we can keep everybody else down this long, and this one guy is killing us?
I think it's a little bit of everything. I think it was a game that they know that they let slip away, and I think they realize. But I also think with this coach, this team, and they've shown the ability to bounce back. I think if they don't bounce back this game, I definitely think by Game 6. And I like, I like Boston in a Game 7. I really do, because I think the tighter the game, and I'm saying this, and it's like cringeworthy. The tighter the game, Game 7, I like Boston, because I think that they have certain things that Golden State doesn't have. Because through 7 games, legs are tired, no matter how much Steph runs. Mm-hmm. Defense is going to be tighter. It is win or go home, okay? And Boston has an inside presence in the gut punches to kind of, lessen the runs and stuff like that. And it's going to be called fairly, no matter where it's at.
It's gonna, like I said, tonight's gonna be fun. I don't think that there's a script for it.
There hasn't been a script for this series, anyways.
Yeah, from the
first game to the last one.
There's like, just show up. Let's see what it is.
Right, just roll the ball out there and say, "Hey, who's going to show up?"
Yeah, it's going to be fun. All right, we'll go to break. We'll come back. Rico will get us going. What's up with Rico?
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Join Sartor Heyman Jewelers for Ring Fest, June 16th through the 19th at South Point in Lincoln. Shop Nebraska's largest selection of engagement rings, wedding bands, and fashion rings. This is the biggest event of the year with savings up to 50% off. Explore over $1 million in dazzling bridal and fashion designs June 16th through the 19th. Book your appointment today at sartorheyman.com and get a $100 gift card. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, a Nebraska tradition since 1905.
Bagels & Joe is in full summer mode.
They'll add cold foam to the top of any iced coffee. Plus, they now have a Joe Coffee Club. Get unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per month. And don't forget their delicious breakfast burritos and sandwiches. Bagels and Joe, 4 Lincoln locations.
Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends. That's the greatest compliment we can receive. If you've been in an accident, we'll get you back in your vehicle as quickly as possible. Our technicians care about you and your family and repair your vehicle to factory standards. We handle your claim from start to finish and provide a free loaner car. Stop by for a free estimate. Eustace Body Shop, just south of 88th and Highway 2.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
We have 2 boys, so we needed more space. We lived in a townhouse, so we decided to build.
Casey Bowman and her husband Joe built their first home with us. This is Bob Benish of Aspen Builders. Working with the Bowmans was fantastic.
After the first meeting, we really liked them as people.
I was really skeptical about the whole building process, more so than Joe was. If there were problems or issues along the way, they called and explained everything. They just really helped ease my mind.
They were really good about giving us options as far as what fit in the budget, what didn't fit in the budget. They have a designer, Rachel.
She was amazing. She was very helpful in making sure that our house turned out good. I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't change the lot. I wouldn't change colors. I love everything about it. Everything. It's perfect for us.
Like the Bowmans, you too can make your dream home a reality. Call us at 423-6811 or online at aspenbuildersinc.com. Your home is waiting at Aspen Builders.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind. Like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest.
Uh-oh.
Or that time you forgot to roll up your windows in the car wash.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a remote control would have come in handy then. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Life doesn't come with a remote control. Yikes! So you're on your own with the wasps. You have the power to take control of prediabetes. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
The weather in Nebraska is unpredictable every day, and that's no fun when you're trying to golf. Double Eagle Golf in West Lincoln is now open to let you play in perfect indoor conditions daily. Double Eagle Golf has 5 simulator bays to hit in, by far the most in Lincoln. It has a fully stocked bar with beers and cocktails for you to enjoy while you play. Double Eagle Golf is open each weekday from 7 a.m. to 10 p.m., so you can start the day there, take a client over lunch, or end the night with friends. Check out Double Eagle Golf today inside the Kinetic Sports Complex on West O Street.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard has led to a lot of firsts for me. The education assistance I received made it possible for me to be the first person in my family to go to school and graduate debt-free. That education helped get me to the first day at my dream job. A job that I can still hold while I serve part-time. That job, plus the other benefits possible from the Army National Guard, helped me become a first-time homeowner. Also, part of my role as a National Guard soldier means I know that I can be one of the first to respond and help my community if disaster ever strikes. I'm extremely proud that I get to serve my community, and that first step I took by joining the Army National Guard has made all the difference in my life. Talk to your local recruiter or visit NationalGuard.com to find out what firsts are available to you in the Army National Guard.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard, aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
I grew up hearing that women are bad with money, but like many of you, I spent years paying bills, managing checking accounts, and taking care of my family. So turns out women are pretty good with money after all. And now I'm taking control of my financial future by saving for retirement. It's never too late to start, and there's a great website to help you. Check out WeSaySaveIt.org and jumpstart your retirement savings on your budget and your timeline. That's WeSaySaveIt.org. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School 93.7 The Ticket. DPJ, myself. It's time for the best segment in radio history while wearing a Missouri jersey. Weird.
Schmedium.
It's weird.
Schmedium.
It's very schmedium. Extremely schmedium.
But you got the gun show going on.
Thank you.
You look like somebody that'd be on a preseason college magazine.
And that's it. Be like, is this the next one up? No, he's not.
No.
Just a terrible season after that.
No.
You a little rover back. Don't he look like a little rover?
He's the punt returner.
You know
That's
what?
what I did. That's what I did in high school.
Yeah.
I was a return guy, and
Yeah, he's a punt returner.
Yeah, you are. You're a little Tavon Austin or somebody like that.
Yeah, he's a little punt returner.
I love whatever. It's fine. It's great. I love being a punt returner.
Hit that man's music.
Woke up this morning and I got out of bed. Had a big old cup of coffee to clear my head. Been home for a while and that's where I'm at. But we can still jam on What's Up With That. Ooh-wee.
Finger snaps.
What's up with that?
Finger snap.
What's up
That's
with
a
that?
little extra in there.
Ooh-wee.
He had to create his
What's
own
up
kind
with
of like
that?
background music.
Yep.
What's up with
Yeah.
that? What's up
Finish strong.
without you? Yeah.
That's probably the best one. That's probably the best one.
That was the COVID home
Yep.
episode.
Well, that's probably the best one just because he had to do his own.
Yeah, like he did this, and they did virtually put in like Jason Sudeikis dancing.
Oh yeah, they threw it in there. It was like moving across the screen.
Yeah, that's good. What's up, Rico?
So there was a track meet in, I believe, New York over the weekend.
Did you not research your own segment?
What I believe it was in New York because
It
that's
was.
what it
Like,
was
he
saying.
could literally
That's what it
look
was saying.
at the tape.
Well,
and
it's
tells him-
saying it right
They
here,
announced
but
it on
I just
TV.
want to make sure that I
Okay.
don't. I've said things that I'm sure of a lot, and then
Uh-huh.
it's not right. So I'm just gonna throw that little caveat. I believe New York.
You double checking and
Yeah,
triple checking your research.
just in
Yeah.
case. I looked at it like 3 times before,
You know
and
what
I'm
it
just
is?
making
You
sure.
know what it is? The
What?
jersey is cutting off the
A
blood.
little
flow.
bit. It's
Yeah.
tight. It's tight.
It is.
Tight. Tight.
He can't focus.
Well, now I'm scared. Jay's just gonna like snap at some point.
At some point,
Like
just-
he's just gonna blink and he's gonna open his eyes, and I'm just
Just-
gonna be like on the ground.
what I'm going to say is don't go to that edge quickly. Pace yourself, because if you get to that corner, Jay may
Right.
have a
Just-
flashback.
Just be like
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah,
and it just,
I can't move quickly.
Yeah,
Yeah. Targeting was not part of
Not a
the
thing.
rule book. Back
Got
then.
it. Got it. Makes sense. I think, but like the perfect height, if he just puts his arm out there, I'm done for. But anyways, Devin Allen won the 110-meter hurdles in 12:84, which was 0.04 off of the current world record. If you don't know Devin Allen, he used to run track for Oregon and also play football. He was drafted, stopped playing in the NFL for a while, is now making a comeback. He signed with the Philadelphia Eagles last month or so, believing that his track career may be coming towards an end. Then he does this.
Right.
People are wondering, maybe he's going to the NFL a little too soon for his track career to be over. 0.04 off the world record.
Yeah, and it looked like he actually didn't even get a good start.
No,
in my opinion,
it was smooth though.
Yeah, he was definitely smooth. And then once he got even, he was leaving. And yeah, I mean, he didn't have any wasted steps, in between hurdles, and then him going over the hurdles. Correct me if I'm wrong, Rico. I mean, he was just so tight, over the top there. He had the perfect.
He didn't sky. He didn't sky it. He was perfectly level with the hurdles. It's very rare to see a clean hurdle race from the men, just because the hurdles are so high and they're trying to get down as quickly as possible. The women, it's more, you see more clean races because they're a little bit lower, and the women are just fantastic when it comes to being technique.
Yeah.
So I think he hit maybe 2 hurdles,
Right.
and even then he didn't smash into them. He just lightly scraped them. So
Right.
that was a fantastic race technically for him.
Yeah, it looked like real clean, and I'm sure that every track guy goes back and looks at what they can tidy up on, and I mean, he's pretty much the fastest time in America in quite some time, but just on the naked eye, his start did not look very good.
For him, it wasn't a good start.
Right.
That's usually one of his stronger points.
Right, but he ate up time, or he made back time. But that's a great, example for athletes out there. If you're running a race, or you're, playing any sport, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, because he very easily could have panicked and then ended up finishing 6th or 7th, and then the same excuse is the same thing that he needs to, or I'm assuming he's going to work on as his start. But what he did was he kept at it, and then he went back to his fundamentals, obviously, and whatever, which is he ate up the time, or the time in between his lack of start, and he ended up pulling away. I mean, those last 3 hurdles, the amount that he pulled away is that was really, really impressive, in the sense of doing it and winning the race, but doing it, winning the race, and so close to the world record. I mean, that's pretty phenomenal.
Under pressure, and he still was able to pull away and put some distance between them. And also, Sha'Carri Richardson was running in some. She had her uniform on, but then she had some like fishnet bodysuit underneath it. I didn't hate it, but it was strange. Just to, I don't know. Like she explained it. Just she's just being herself. She's having fun, and I it's fantastic. She won the 200. She got second in the 100, though. She's trying to work on her 200 to get her sprint endurance down. But seeing her back on the track and competing was fun.
Yeah, and with the mindset.
She's had a difficult run, so the fact that she's still putting herself out there is important.
Yeah, and she's succeeding, so that lets you know that the behind the scenes things are starting to line up to where she was before.
We miss a lot of the behind the scenes stuff. And
yeah, I mean, they're not doing generally a 30 for 30 on that, and then the situation, how and why she got suspended versus some other, it probably took a toll. I mean, people don't understand, for tracks in Olympics, it's, of course, you see everybody sees the Michael Phelps, right? Because he ends up making millions and millions of being probably the greatest swimmer. Not probably, is the greatest swimmer of all time, maybe one of the best Olympic athletes of all time, considering how many golds he has. But then there's other athletes that do different sports that, they train, for years upon years to peak and hopefully to perform at their best to get to the Olympics. And then once they're in there, to kind of be able to complete the mission. Whereas if she did it and then get there, and then you got to wait, and you never know what could happen. You could have a hamstring pull that's kind of nagging for years, and then next thing you know, you're not running anymore.
It's like I said, her story is starting to be told. We'll find out all those things behind the scene, right?
Truthfully being told.
Good on her for finding a way to get through and to stay positive in it, and not throw it all away. We'll throw the break, top of the hour. Next hour of Old School, we'll dive into Game 5, but we also made some new friends this weekend. We'll talk about that as well.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
Home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its pre-diabetes awareness partners.
Hi, I'm Nebraska Pick 3.
I'm My Day.
I'm 2x2. We're 3 great lotto games from the Nebraska Lottery.
And this is our first radio spot ever.
But we've only got 30 seconds.
So we gotta talk fast.
With Nebraska Pick 3, you get to choose your own bet type.
With My Day, you choose a 6-digit date.
And 2x2 has a $22,000 top prize. And we're all just $1 per play with drawings every day. That was easy.
And we did great.
With 8 seconds to spare, we should be doing all the lottery's ads.
Sorry, that gig is already taken. Must be 19. Please play responsibly.
Is there a T?
There are 4 T's.
I'd like to buy a vowel. E.
There are 6 E's.
I'd like to solve the puzzle. Nebraska Lottery's Wheel of Fortune scratch game.
That's it! Enter the Nebraska Lottery's Wheel of Fortune Second Chance promotion. Through August 2nd, enter any non-winning $5 Nebraska Lottery Wheel of Fortune scratch ticket for a chance to be one of 6 winners of a trip to LA, a cruise, or a trip to Vegas. Scratch ticket top prize odds won $128,000.
People do some pretty cool things in their 40s and 50s. Why should saving for retirement be any different? I mean, they go back to college, learn new instruments, start skateboarding.
Whoa!
Okay, maybe that one's not for everybody, but saving for retirement is. With aceyourretirement.org, you can get on track with your retirement savings no matter your age. Just have a 3-minute chat with Avo, the friendly digital retirement coach from AARP. You'll get personalized recommendations based on your input that are easy to understand and work with your lifestyle. It's quick, easy, and free. Plus, it's sponsored by AARP, so you know they got your back.
Woohoo! Snarly move, Dad.
Thanks, sweetie.
So wherever you are in your retirement savings journey, head to aceyourretirement.org and start chatting with Avo today. That's aceyourretirement.org. A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Water heater gone? Call Bryant. The price you're quoted is the price you'll pay. And in most cases, same-day replacement. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111.
Springtime is here, and it's time to get to work on outdoor projects. Deck City is a great place to start as Lincoln's local source for everything decks. Deck City has everything you need to build the deck of your dreams. From treated lumber to Westbury aluminum railings and TimberTech composite decking. Call them today to schedule an appointment at 402-480-6671. Go online at deckcityne.com or visit their new location just north of 33rd and Cornhusker Highway.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batsterats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
Okay, kids, Dad's gonna teach you how to dance. First, spread your feet apart. Then, pump your knee, nod your head, shake your hips, and bite your lip ever so slightly. Now, with one hand in the air, point at people with the other hand. I call that the rock star.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids.
Now, make a face like it just smells something bad.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
2-1 count, and that's a deep drive into the gap. Smith rounding first base. It's a stand-up double.
Hey, Nick, speaking of doubles, did you know Wings and Rings has 2 ways to enjoy their next-level food?
Rico, we're in the middle of a game.
The game can wait, Nick. One way is to stop by one of their Lincoln locations. They have 2 great locations at O Street, Meridian Park, and 40th and Old Cheney in Williamsburg Village.
You said 2 ways. What's the other way?
You can order online at wingsandrings.com.
Hey, it's Nicklin Hames from Nebraska Volleyball. I hate wasting time in practice, and I want to help you stop wasting your time when you're looking for an electrician. High Electric has been serving the area for over 30 years for both residential and commercial properties. They are experts in everything like remodeling, new additions, hot tub installation, and more. And they take jobs from Beatrice to Omaha and all towns, big or small, in between. Call them today at 402-466-6606 or learn more at high-electric.com.
Coming at you live from the Koppel Chevrolet GMC studios. This is Old School, brought to you by Sandhills Global. Broadcasting veteran Derek Pearson
When you find something that moves them, that makes them smile, celebrate it. That's your task. That's your superpower.
Nebraska Football Hall of Famer Jay Foreman.
Rifles a pass. It was tipped. It's picked off by Foreman. He's at the 15, 10, 5. He'll score.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School, hour number 2, right here on 93.7 The Ticket. Join us in our conversation. Honda of Lincoln Hotline, Sutter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter on the Sutter Heyman Jewelers live video stream. You can join in there, see our beautiful faces, see the Missouri jersey. Leave a comment. I'll throw it up on the screen.
It's tight.
It's toy. It's toy. It's very toy.
What is it? Austin Powers, gold member.
Oh,
it's tight.
Tight.
That's your deal. 402-464-5685. Sorry, Heyman text line. On the Lincoln Hotline. Again, the video streams are up. Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter live. We this station made new friends this weekend, and my goodness gracious, if you haven't been to Lincoln Pub or Dak Shack, find your way over there with a quickness.
I'm just reading the menu and I'm getting hungry.
With a quickness.
Yeah, and you describing it makes it even better.
It's like the best thing about places like this, they're like little hidden gems that you want to tell everybody, but then you don't, because once you tell everybody, then
everybody's
you
there.
used to be able to, like, hey, I'll get up Saturday. Oh yeah, I want to go at 8:30. All right, you're behind the schedule. You could go in there and be there at 9:15. Still the same. You can get in. You start telling a whole bunch of people. Next thing you know, you show up 9:15. Well,
gotta wait in line.
You gotta wait an hour.
Like, you used to know all the people that were working there. They knew you. They knew what you wanted on a certain day. You walk in there and they're like, I know what you need.
Well, Taylor and Don know you. They know Jake, and Don talks mad game, but Don apparently has beaten Sipple. He shut up Sipple several times.
Yeah, Don is a shut up Sipple Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
There's a couple like that where there's a few where
you need to have like a YouTube game show.
There's a few where if Sipple
Sipple
gets on a streak, there's this one dude that just knows everything that calls in. He goes, all right, that's enough.
Yeah.
That's enough of you winning.
Yeah. But great staff. Young lady took care of us. She was the milkshake mama. She went in the kitchen and she said, okay, I'm gonna make a strawberry and vanilla swirl milkshake, like by hand, legitimate. Then a chocolate and vanilla swirl.
I didn't know that I wanted a milkshake today.
Oh, it is.
But now I want a milkshake.
Yeah,
no. That's the best milkshake. That's the best milkshake.
How far from here is it?
It's 48th and Layton.
It's right down there.
Right in the flats. You
like,
should.
It won't take me like 2 miles.
It won't take me that long.
No, it won't take long at all. You really should. I'm just telling you. I think they're bringing individual pizzas today. Maybe.
Okay.
Taylor had he had to work on the schedule to see if he could do it. But so the Dak Shack has, first of all, it's paradise in Lincoln. It looks like a little beach party. And it's got a VIP room for like bachelorette parties and that sort of stuff. Probably holds 10, 15 people. Private area. The patio is going to be open because the weather is going to be nice. You can sit out. They have really nice, comfortable furniture outside, so you don't feel like you're sitting on metal. Or these are nice seats.
Mm-hmm.
You can walk through from Lincoln's Pub to Dak Shack, and then go through Franco's, which is the burrito taco spot, and the pickup place for you to go pick up your food. But a nice little sports bar vibe from Lincoln's Pub. It'll do really well during football season.
Sure.
Wooden steak, the wooden pizza spot, where they do pizzas and wraps. They made Nuri a breakfast burrito yesterday, and Nuri said that was the best thing he's eaten. They had a good day. The steaks, the pizzas are fantastic. The wings are grilled and then charred. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, they do have salads and sandwiches and that sort of thing. But the brunch,
Taco wings, I don't need no salad.
the brunch, yeah. Well, that was the thing. So the brunch, let me read it off. So it's the world's fluffiest pancakes, yum yum cine roll.
Okay,
wrap your brain around that as a pancake. Fruity Tooty, which was the Lucky Charms on the pizza.
Look, everybody knows how much I love sugar, so
Strawberry banana, and then the original triple. Then they've got the Layton classics, right? Biscuits and gravy with eggs and bacon crumbs.
I never thought about doing that, but like you describe it, and I'm like, why wouldn't you?
I brought you one, and I left it sitting in the refrigerator. I was
It's
going to bring it today.
You know you're going to get that text from Rico. Like, hey, man.
Bring the sandwich.
Bring the sandwich.
So,
presidential platter. Presidential
right?
platter, right? So you can get 2 eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes, or toast. They've got the breakfast Sammy. Homemade wood-fired bread. That's your starter. Eggs, American or cheddar cheese, ham, bacon, or sausage with hash browns. And these are legit hash browns. Legit. So full
like
bar,
not frozen out the bag hash
right?
browns.
Full bar. They've got all the Mexican specialties. Just really well done. If you're looking for a spot, that's the spot. We didn't even get into the Franco's, because the Franco's it's got the burrito bowl, 3 tacos, salad, 3 cheese nachos, quesadilla. Yeah.
Sounds like a spot where I could just stay all day. Like you get your brunch and then you go get some lunch.
It's 104. It's supposed to be 104 degrees a day. So go get you a daiquiri from Dak Shack.
Go get you a milkshake.
Because they've got the machines. They keep them rolling.
Right.
It's good stuff. So bravo to that.
Refreshing daiquiri.
I'm interested.
You stay hydrated.
Shall I wear the jersey down there?
No.
No.
No. You won't.
Yeah, go ahead and see what type of daiquiri you get.
Well, he won't be able to pull the drink up to his mouth.
I won't.
Yeah, that's true.
Your arms, the blood circulation.
You ain't got to worry about greasing your arms up today. You just walk outside and start.
I feel like I'm
Hundo.
I'm losing the dad gut right now. It's just pushing it in. I don't know where all of it's going, but
it does have, those jerseys do have the girdle thing happen.
It's like a slimming effect. I feel like I'm back in college.
No, I saw pictures of you in college. You were tiny.
I look good.
What'd you weigh? How much did you weigh in college?
145.
145.
Yeah.
That was my running weight every time.
Okay. Could you get back?
You'd be like, so
could I get back to 145? No.
UFC, you'd be fighting like Conor McGregor, right? Or
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather in boxing, right? That's what Floyd weighed. Floyd's like
You have to drop that 40 though.
40?
You got to drop 40. You get down to fight Floyd.
How much did he weigh?
He fought at 140.
Yes,
140.
Yeah, so that's what that mean in college. That's what,
I'd be able to do it.
147,
Yeah.
150.
Yeah, that's what
I'd be able to drop it. Would I want to drop it and do the fight? No.
No, I'm saying in college,
I would have. Yeah.
that's what.
Well,
you
there's
been at.
so. I can't even call him a friend. I knew him and I talked to him a couple of times. Dap DeShazer, he's from Minnesota. He used to help. He was helping coach the Gophers in wrestling up there. He just made the U.S. Worlds team.
Oh, yeah.
And he is jacked, like muscles everywhere. And he's about my height, a little bit shorter, but he was like 120 pounds. And I'm like, there's no way that all of that muscle is just 120. Like,
Right.
this is confusing. I don't know how
Right.
this is working.
Well, we'll pay attention, Rico, down the road, because it's going to happen for you.
What?
Your body change.
You're gonna get in. You're gonna send him over to Farrell's or something.
Well, Mark's doing it. Mark's making. He'll finish week 10.
Yep, this is
week.
last week.
This is last week.
Yeah,
This is the last week.
he looks great.
So bravo to Mark.
I need to get back in there.
I'm all for it. That 5 o'clock in the morning, though.
I can't do that. I did
5 in the morning.
I did 8 when I was coming in here at 10, and that was perfect. And I was fine. I'd do that. I'd shower. I'd get in here. We were good. And then we switched the hours, and I had to get here at 8. So I was like, oh, I can do like the 6 a.m. I did that like 3 times. I was like, I can't do the 6 a.m.
That's just. I mean, kudos to Mark for sticking with it.
Right.
I mean, is that Jay? Would you get up at 5 in the morning and?
It's only what 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I could do it. Is it every day though?
Every day.
Every Monday through Saturday. Sundays are off day.
Yeah, probably not that many days. I mean, I got too much stuff going on, but I could do it.
Yeah, Mark said,
3 or
see you
4
all
times a
tomorrow
week.
morning. You will not.
You will not. 8 o'clock. Yeah, here at the station.
I couldn't do it 6 days a week just because of schedule, but I could do it.
I don't think AD. I don't know if
pretty consistently though.
I don't want to speak for him. I don't know if AD goes every single day, but I know that he goes in every once in a while.
They went through it. He and Raph actually went to 10 weeks, and then now that I think they do 3 or 4 days a week.
Because it's kickboxing for 3 days and then strength training for 6 days, but it's resistance bands. It's not weights. Although they have weights, but use resistance bands.
I'd be okay with it. It just time.
It's 45 minutes. Pretty quick.
Yeah, but time.
That's your nap time. 45 minutes is when you sleep.
No, Jay, I didn't take naps last week just to see how it. No, I need my naps.
Seems like a terrible idea.
Oh no, I need that afternoon nap.
Yeah,
like I have to do it. So we'll figure it out. Jay, what is your interest on a scale of 1 to 10? What is your scale for the College World Series?
4. I mean, from in person,
yeah,
2 to 4. At home, 6 to 8.
You'll watch it, but you're not.
I mean, I saw Texas is going to be here, so now that's just
Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. In the way Oklahoma sent that last out, the dude just said, "Yeah, okay, have a nice off season."
Yeah,
Texas, Oklahoma here. Tennessee has got to just feel bad losing to Notre Dame.
I did laugh. I did chuckle a little bit.
It's
we get Texas, Oklahoma, and Notre Dame.
Well, do you imagine if you got Texas, Oklahoma, and Tennessee?
Well, Tennessee would be fine because they had been number 1 all year.
Yeah.
They just choked.
Do you want Stanford to win tonight, or do you want UConn? Do you want the upset?
No, I probably want Stanford.
I need an upset. I need a team to root for.
You already had Notre Dame. You root for Notre Dame.
I'm not rooting for Notre Dame.
Why not?
I'm rooting for Notre Dame.
Why not?
I can't.
No, I'm going to
can't.
stalk. I'm going to stalk a Notre Dame jersey.
I just can't do Notre Dame. If
I'm
UConn,
going to stalk
I
a
need
New-
you. I wanted.
I like their dark blue jersey.
Right?
though.
I wanted
It
East
looks like a
Carolina.
leisure suit.
Yeah, it does.
I wanted East Carolina mostly because they're the Pirates, so it would have been a fantastic hat or jersey to get, and also because it would have been their first time ever at the College World Series, which would have been fantastic. Omaha would have adopted them.
You know who low-key has the best uniforms? I don't know if we'll find out today if they make it or not, but both Auburn and Oregon State have amazing uniforms.
Oh yeah, Oregon State, Omaha is like a second home to them. Like they're here at damn near every year.
Well, they're the 3 seed, and currently, they, with no 1 and no 4,
Mm-hmm.
You need some power here. Auburn, Oregon State tonight at 6:30. UConn and Stanford at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Give me UConn.
You really want that?
Yep. Give me UConn.
The Fighting Ricos. That's what you call them.
Why are we not? How do we feel about Arkansas since we're familiar? We're recently familiar with Arkansas.
I have
Would you
no
root
feelings
for them?
I
would
would
you
root
for them because of last year. Or would
Yeah.
you-
No, not because of last year. I
I'd
just
root
root
for them just because they're not Oklahoma or Texas.
Yeah. Shout out Dave Van Horn.
And they're up and coming.
And I've never rooted for Ole Miss in anything.
But
now you talking about obnoxious?
Yes.
Yeah,
Ole
I've
Miss
never
fans
rooted-
are
I've
obnoxious.
never
They're
rooted
just
for
everything
them.
Ole Miss does is obnoxious.
Do they have the baby blues like their football team does?
I have not.
They
seen
might have
it.
them from Omaha.
Well, yeah, right.
I get baby
Here
blue.
you
on
go.
this
Since
jersey.
you made it to Omaha,
Exactly.
here's some new uniforms. I can see them.
I get a baby blue on this jersey.
No, I can't. I can't wear anything Ole Miss.
That's because it's Lane. Lane Kiffin just seeps into
You think
every.
Lane shows up?
Probably.
They're from. He's from.
Yeah,
I know.
From
Yeah,
Nebraska.
I know
From
he is.
Lexington.
That's what I'm saying. Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think he shows up?
Yeah.
And some does
Jay, call your
Johnny Sweetwater.
Yeah, Joey Freshwater.
Freshwater.
What do you call it?
Does Freshwater show up or does Kiffin show
Freshwater.
up?
Freshwater.
Which-
absolutely
if
shows up.
If Mississippi kind of gets to like the last 4, where you'll have a Lane Kiffin sighting.
I'm gonna need
No-
people
no
to know
doubt
how to keep
about
their
it.
eyes out.
No, I'm gonna need for Jay to call his boy.
Bring him in.
Bring him in.
Bring him in.
Lane.
Jay to call his
Bring
boy.
him in.
Call your boy.
Why not?
I'll call him.
Call your boy.
Will he answer? That's a different story.
Him knowing that I'm calling him this week, he probably won't. He'll reply, but he probably won't get back to me till after like He's already kind of
settled,
came and gone. Oh man, I was busy. I do some stuff. Yeah, right.
Just missed you.
Got some family stuff to do.
Yeah. We'll do the early break here. I do want to. What we haven't done with Jay is to have Jay go through the schedule, the Huskers football schedule.
I already told you what they're gonna do.
But we need explanations.
Yeah, like we need the break.
The only explanation that you two guys are going to want is me explain the 2 losses. That's all it is. I know that's what people want.
Here's what's happening.
Yeah,
all right,
exactly what y'all want to
Jay
do.
will take us through the Huskers.
Stop the BS. Okay. Right. Oh, I want to hear what you think about how they're going to beat Northwest. No, you guys wanted to focus on the losses. Okay, I'll get ready for it. I'll give you a little something to bite up.
Curious. We will find that out.
Tune in, everybody. I'm going to talk about the only 2 losses Nebraska's going to have. I'll make news.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license plate is barely visible.
I mean, do you even care about that thing anymore?
It gets a little uncomfortable. Now, that's when I jump in.
Hey, whoa. Mark, did you get a new car?
Nope, just took my car down to Nebraska Auto Detail. Joe and the staff made the outside and the inside look amazing. Maybe you guys need to go.
Okay, wise guy.
Settle down, Jake.
Call Nebraska Auto Detail today at 402-601-5086.
Spring is here. Are you giving your yard the best chance at being healthy and green? Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn to get your sprinklers ready to go for the season if they haven't been working properly. They're also scheduling installs for new sprinkler systems if you don't have one, so make sure you contact them early to get a bid as soon as possible. Plus, they're your one place to go for 5-step fertilizer and pesticide application and lawn aeration. Call Penner Sprinkler and Lawn today at 402-413-1215.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric always makes safety a top priority for our home and office. In under just 1 hour, their team installed the state-of-the-art air scrubber system directly into our existing HVAC ductwork. This technology purifies the air and reduces exposure to common bacteria and viruses, creating a safer breathing environment for my family. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Beatrice Bakery. They ship cakes all over the country. True story. But take a look inside their shop and you'd have no idea. This is a Nebraska product through and through. Not some massive production plant. Local people making delicious cake just for you. So go see them in their new storefront location in downtown Beatrice. Grab some grandma's fruit cake, some chocolate rum cake, or my favorite, the turtle nut cake. And say hi to Rick and the crew. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
Victor deployed for the first time to Afghanistan in 2003. At 4 a.m, my phone rang. They said, "I regret to inform you that your husband was wounded in action." Victor sustained a moderate traumatic brain injury. I was doing school full-time, and I was also then caring for Victor. One of the most important elements of caregiving is taking care of yourself. I just didn't want to forget that I also had goals and that I also had a life. What I did is I challenged Victor to meet me halfway. There are almost 6 million military and veteran caregivers across the nation. We have our own journey, and we can fulfill that journey at the same time that we are helping our loved one.
Visit aarp.org/caregiving for a free military veterans guide to navigate your caregiving journey and better care for your loved one and yourself. Brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Back to Old School with DP and J.
Well, if you're feeling all right and you think you're on, somebody let me know. Will everybody in the place put a whistle in your face, screaming out, say, yo, yeah.
We scared him away. He didn't want to have to explain the 2 losses. He'll be back. Welcome back to Old School.
Too much pressure.
Yeah, then Jay Foreman was just like, I don't know how to explain the 2. Oh, he's here. Hey, what's up?
That's hilarious. Well, we have the big board.
Mm-hmm.
In the hallway, it has everybody's picks and everybody's projections, right?
I'm slowly convincing myself things, so we'll see.
Where do you currently stand?
I think I might have to change it to 6-6, but I'm slowly
From what?
5-7.
Where's the extra win coming from?
One of the other Big Ten West teams that they haven't been able to beat.
Okay, so we'll go through it. Let's go through this, and we'll probably split it in 2 segments. So, right? So
Jay Foreman first.
We'll
me
do the
second,
first 5. First 5.
Okay.
And then second. We'll get the second half of the season. Right? First 6.
Mm.
And we'll split them up. Okay. So, August 27th, 11:30 a.m. local time, live from Dublin.
Mm-hmm.
Northwestern.
Yeah, W win.
Easy win.
I mean, it'll be an easier win. I think Northwestern will come out and, as they even did last year, they're always going to play hard. They're going to play tough. I'm sure they're going to come in extremely motivated and focused. But I think just we have superior talent, and I think that we're a better team. So it'll be close at the beginning, as every game is, and then we'll pull away. Middle, second quarter, third quarter on.
Rico, win or lose?
It's going to be a lot closer than people are going to be comfortable with. I think they come away with the win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Pat Fitzgerald has this team more ready for the first game of the season than Nebraska is, just from the simple fact that Pat's been there, done that. This is kind of a veteran team for him where they've been through the ringer last year. He hasn't had to make many changes on his staff, so everybody's there. Everybody knows, the playbook offensively and defensively, whereas Nebraska, the offense is learning everything brand new. So you get into that first game, you make a couple mistakes. If Northwestern is able to capitalize on them, you'll find yourself in a pickle. But I think Nebraska comes away with a close win.
Can I ask you guys a question? What happens if Nebraska goes over there and blows out Northwestern in a rout?
Good. I mean, that's first of all, the object this year is to score one more point than every opponent that you play. That's number one. Is to win every game. So to win a game, you got to score one more point. They go over there and blows them out, then that's even better because, does it mean that all the problems are solved? No, but it's shown that, potential and quickly in a very, very small capsule that the moves that were made from last season, staff-wise, roster-wise, schematic, culture, all that stuff that people have been talking about, seems like for months on end, spring ball, everything is going in the right direction. And yeah, I'm big on this year learning how to win a game and games continue like back to 3 weeks in a row. Ideally, you definitely should be 3-0, or I think we will be 3-0. Pace is a huge factor because, and granted, if they win these first 3 games 31-30, that's huge because it's 3 wins. Learning how to win, learning how to take a not ideal situation, fly all the way across the big pond, play a team that that you just blew out the year before, so they've been game planning for you all off season. This is the first game's always the hardest because they have the coaching staff and the players can get so in tune to their game plan versus like only having 4 days to prepare for you. Versus now you got say 6 weeks in camp or whatever they are doing it. But at the end of the day, it's about adjustments, the ability to adjust. I think the additions to the staff is going to allow them because of the vast experience from top to bottom through all the coaches that they've hired, the new coaches. You got guys that just freshly from the NFL. So for the Rayola, as far as schematics and staying the course and understanding the process, the standard is the standard, right? So there won't be as much panic, ideally. Now it's up to the players not to panic, right? Because you ain't going to get it from the coach. Not saying there was last year, but I'm just saying. Then you got Whipple, then you got Mickey Joseph, okay? And then you got, obviously, Bill Bush that kind of was obviously around, but now in a more prominent role. It's experience, and then the which will allow the continuity in any type of thing that could go hairy in a game like that. And then you come back with no time off, right? You got to play North Dakota. This is kind of like a money game for them, but a game that they want to kind of get on the map and beat the brakes off of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we do it again the next week against a team which can be the so-called trap game. That's the maturity game on the schedule for me. And it's
what you do with success.
What you do with success, ideally 2-0. Everybody
and you can't get caught looking forward.
I was just about to say, looking forward to seeing Oklahoma coming. Oklahoma had probably played at least 1 or 2 games up to then. Georgia Southern's going to come in. They're going to be talented. They're going to have they're going to be able to run and hit, and they're going to be guys that are going to be able to play football. They're not going to be scared. And again, it's the same team that a few years ago that kind of put Minnesota on the national map prominence in the Big Ten with their plethora of players, kind of I wouldn't say make or break year for PJ Fleck, but make or break that the row the boat and all the antics and stuff is really, really something that can be cemented in the program. And they struggled with Georgia Southern, but ended up winning. But they struggled with Fresno. They struggled with South Dakota State. 3 victories that very easily could have been 1 or 2 losses, but they learned how to win. They gained confidence, and then when they started to play bigger games, the first 3 games were the foundation that they can go back on or drew back on and end up having a successful season. So I think it's right there for Nebraska, and it's definitely should be 3-0. Going to play Oklahoma.
3-game win streak.
Where's the first loss?
I don't think it's Oklahoma. To be honest with you, I think. This is just my opinion. I think great. Brett Venables has been there before, but you never was the head coach before. Okay, you never been a head coach before. You have a ton of experience, and I think it was the right hire for Oklahoma. But what they lost is something that you just can't replace, right? So not only did you lose 1 Heisman Trophy quarterback, you lost 2. Not only did you lose your top receiver, you lost 3. Not only did you lose your top tight end, you lost 2. You had a lineman drafted. You had your best pass rusher who really essentially bum rushed the whole Nebraska game. He's in the NFL now. Now, granted, do they have guys waiting in the wings? Yes, but they're learning a whole new offense, defense, and special teams. What I think gives Nebraska the advantage is the continuity on defense and special teams as far as coaching. Which is going to eliminate, or not eliminate, but which is going to lessen the learning curve for offense, where we can, hold ourselves above water. And I think Nebraska is just as talented, or maybe more talented, as Oklahoma. And then, you got a new quarterback coming in for Oklahoma that knows their system, running around on grass, maybe throwing against cones and all that stuff, and looking at it on tape. But when the live guys are coming at them, I like it, and it's at home. And it's a game last year against I think a more talented team than Oklahoma was last year, where Nebraska, well, personally, I know watching that game, literally just gave that game away. You know what I mean? The first drive, when you have like 50 yards of penalties, you literally went 100 yards and only gained 30. And so I think it's a game that Nebraska will win. So I don't think, you go through that first quarter of the season, or third of the season, 4-0. And then you go, I think, a bye week, right?
Bye week,
and then you have homecoming.
Hold it there.
Yep, okay.
Hold it there. So Jay has them undefeated through 4.
Yep,
I do.
Rico, what do you have them through 4?
I have them at 3-1.
You really expect a train wreck in the second half, don't you?
Maybe.
Okay. So 4-0.
I like this, Rico.
4-0, 3-1.
So what you hold on. We got this bet. What should, well, you don't have a favorite college team, but okay, all right. I'm 4-0. You're 3-1.
Well, toward the break, when we come back, we'll get into the second third of this thing with the bye week: Indiana, Rutgers, Purdue, Illinois. We'll be right back.
Watch Old School live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Sandhills Global is hiring. Check out sandhills.jobs for more information. Sandhills is looking to fill hundreds of new openings in sales, traveling support, software development, web design, and more. Sandhills has a professional culture and is fast-paced with a focus on growth, innovation, and leading-edge technologies. Career and internship opportunities are available at our global headquarters in Lincoln, Nebraska. Apply today at sandhills.jobs.
My son Aiden has asthma. Secondhand smoke has triggered his asthma so badly, he ended up in the emergency room and spent multiple nights in intensive care. Now he's on a whole bunch of medications. My tip to you is, don't be shy about telling people not to smoke around your kids.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Bagels & Joe is in full summer mode. They'll add cold foam to the top of any iced coffee. Plus, they now have a Joe Coffee Club. Get unlimited drip coffee for just $8.95 per month. And don't forget their delicious breakfast burritos and sandwiches. Bagels & Joe, 4 Lincoln locations.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is searching for mechanics of all skill levels to grow with us. Landmark offers a competitive wage, full benefits package, along with paid time off within just 60 days of employment, as well as a 401k and a boot and clothing allowance. Interested in becoming a part of the Landmark difference? Apply now at landmarkimp.com/careers or contact Deanna 402-310-7561 or email careers@landmarkimp.com. That's landmarkimp.com. Landmark Implement is an equal opportunity employer.
You want to feel important. You want to be a part of something bigger, something that matters and can help change things. You want to feel like you belong. We know. We felt that way too, and that's why we did something about it. We aren't just Army National Guard soldiers. We are normal people just like you. But our part-time service in the Army National Guard means we get to be more. When our communities are in need, we get the chance to stand up and do something about it. We get to serve in our own region and help the people we call neighbors. Whether they are in the mountains of New Mexico, the plains of Nebraska and Kansas, the ranches of Oklahoma and Texas, the farmlands of Missouri and Arkansas, or the bayous of Louisiana, we are here for our hometowns. And together, we can make a difference. Take on your legacy. Visit NationalGuard.com to find out more.
Sponsored by the Nebraska Army National Guard. Aired by the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Hi, this is Dave Osted from Osted's Golf. Let us make this your best season yet. Voted a top 100 fitter by Golf Digest, our master fitters have been trained by the same guys that build clubs for PGA pros like Rory, Tiger, DJ, and Jordan. Have old clubs? Trade them in Osted's Value Guide, or have our club specialists get your clubs swinging like new. Go to our website, make your fitting appointment. You're a click away from a better golf game. Play better, have fun, and shop Osted's.
Working at Continental in Lincoln isn't a job, it's a career. And right now they've raised wages again and they're hiring for production operators at $22.07 per hour and other select jobs starting at $23.77 per hour, with wages growing up to $29.71 per hour. Continental also has salaried jobs available and great benefits, plus medical and prescription costs at very low premiums. Dental, vision, and life insurance are offered at no premium cost to the associates. To learn more or to apply, go to continental-jobs.com with keyword Lincoln. Come work at Continental today.
Uncle Tim, some friends and I are getting together this weekend. Can you buy us some alcohol?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Come on, it'll be low-key. My friends always say you're cooler than other adults.
Oh, well, all right. But don't let your mother find out and don't get caught. Hello, officer. What can I help you with?
Are you the uncle of Samantha?
Yes. Is she okay?
You're under arrest for procuring alcohol from minors. One of the minors drove drunk and killed the mother of 2 last night in a crash. You're looking at up to 3 years in jail and a $10,000 fine.
Don't make the same mistake he did. We need you to be the responsible adult. Underage drinking, adult consequences. There's no free ride if you provide. Learn more at projectextramile.org.
Sponsored by Region 6, Nebraska DHHS, and SAMHSA. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association at this station.
Mike Schaefer here for Trek CBD. Springtime is here, and that means you're outside more in nice weather and maybe even having garage parties with neighbors. The drink of this spring and summer isn't your typical seltzer. It's drinkable Delta 8. Yep, Trek CBD has drinkable Delta 8 seltzers with mango and lime flavors for 4-packs and 12-packs, coming in a variety of mango, watermelon, lime, and berry. They also have hemp-derived Delta 9 syrups to put in your beverages, and as always, the excellent Delta 8 gummies. Trek CBD, CBD done right.
Shopping for new flooring is different today. Getting your questions answered, making the right selection, getting the best value, and installed quickly and professionally. Visit ostreetcarpet.com or shop our store. We'll answer all your questions and help you make the right choice. You'll be enjoying your new floor in just days for less than you'd pay elsewhere. Carpet, vinyl, wood, laminate, tile, and area rugs. We've got it all.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Oh, best value.
Old School with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to Old School. We're going through the Nebraska Huskers football schedule. We've gotten through the first 5 weeks where Jay Foreman has them going 4-0, and I have them at 3-1.
How's that 5 weeks if they're 4-0?
Bye week.
Oh,
Well, we hadn't gotten to the bye week.
Yeah, we're gonna win the bye week.
We hadn't gotten to the bye week. I don't know.
We've gotten through the first 4 weeks.
No, we got through the first 4 weeks because I'm not sure you win the bye week.
You win the bye week. You always win the bye week.
No.
You win the bye week.
We're gonna win the bye.
Depending on what happens the week after.
You only
if
win the
won
bye week if you win the game following.
Okay, so we're down there. So we're now Indiana, right? It's
Indiana
homecoming. It's a trap game. You know, Nebraska players got to deal with a whole week.
2 weeks of
celebrating and telling you how good you are and you're better than any 90s team or 2000s team ever invented.
That would not be said ever.
That's what they do.
They'll be thinking it,
every
though,
home
but and they'll be treated like it. A 6 or 6:30 p.m. game, night game.
Extra build up. Change of schedule.
Playing against, Tom Allen, a coach that I have a ton of respect for, and know that this team will come in motivated. Normally, I would say, okay, this would be a hard win for Nebraska. I don't think so, since Indiana, talent-wise, is not where they had been before. They lost a ton of talent to the NFL and leadership.
And their starting quarterback from last year
is gone.
Was hurt.
And he was
Washington.
He was the X factor in their magical season. McFadden, their defensive leader and stalwart, is gone. He declared early and got drafted in the NFL. That's why I think Nebraska will win this game. This will be in the second, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Let's say the second third of the season, even though they'll be playing the second third of the season. This will be the hardest game. This will be, like a 31-21 game or 24 game, a game that's going to be I call those white knuckle games. It's going to be a physical game. Indiana's not going to back down, but I don't think they have the firepower on offense that they had before to kind of really keep Nebraska on their heels, and their defense is essentially transition because as well as their defense has played over the last few years, they've lost defensive coordinators. So that's a byproduct of having a good coaching staff. Indiana, generally football-wise, isn't equipped to have mass exodus from coaching positions and players year in and year out. So this is a year that Nebraska's going to be able to take advantage of it. Another hard game, which I think normally would be a trap game, would be that Friday night game.
But stay there. So they go to Dublin, and then it's home.
Right.
Something's got to change.
Home, right?
Right.
And we know how important, we go through it, we know how important Georgia Southern is because you've got to get that win. We know we don't even have to talk about Oklahoma and the value and the depth of what this can do for the season. So if you're 3-0 and you face Oklahoma, all the hype is thrown into it. If you win and come out 4-0, there's expectation, but there's also success and what happens for 10 days before they play again at home against Indiana at night. So several things change. Rhythm gets broken, right? Rhythm gets broken, and then the change of time breaks you. Jay, you say they're 5-0 after Indiana.
Right.
Rico?
4-1.
4-1. Okay.
Yeah, see, I mean, I get
Okay.
it. I mean, 4 weeks after, but the thing is, the bye week comes at a good time if you can kind of push through and obviously get through that Oklahoma game at 4-0. That week right there is where you rest, recovery, reevaluate, and kind of you kind of bring a shock back to their system from a coaching standpoint, and kind of actually are harder on them in the bye week and the week of preparation.
Well, and it's
reality check.
It's important because you're
Humble
gonna
session.
you're gonna go into a 6-game plus a travel day and a night game in Piscataway.
I don't like that
well,
one.
I mean, come on. Well, first of all, this is Rutgers here. I mean,
I
you guys
know
need-
it's but
pump
it's
the damn brakes. I mean,
Okay.
let's just stop the nonsense, okay? I mean, I get it. I respectfully, I'll be as PC as possible. I get it. It's sleepy. It's in Rutgers and all this other stuff, and I got a tremendous amount of respect for Schiano because he's going. First of all, Greg Schiano's going to have those guys ready to play in all three phases.
Right.
Or all three phases.
Who else is out there? Rutgers?
Oh,
Who's on that roster?
who else?
One of your old quarterbacks.
Right, but at the end of the day, they lost their best defensive player, who was like the eraser, their linebacker and sack guy. So that's really what kept them in the game. Now they do have really good special teams. I know Vedral's out there and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, I won't say it'll be an easy game. Yeah, it's going to be a sleepy game, but the thing that's going to help Nebraska is one, the game before, which I think is going to be a hard fought victory. When you have a victory at night, hard fought. The next game is actually a little bit easier because that's what's going to be beat into their head and in their memories. Don't take these dudes lightly. First of all, let's go beat the brakes off them and get an extra day's rest. Okay, so now it's setting up to now we're at the Purdue. This is a game right here, just purely on Purdue and Nebraska. I mean, Purdue has had Nebraska's number. For whatever reason, not all the time. I mean, just a couple years ago, Nebraska went up there and just demolished them, especially in special teams played well. But Purdue, having their quarterback back with their coach and their defense being going to be good this year is the reason why this is going to be a problem.
Okay.
The other two games prior is I look at the quarterback and the coach. That's what is going to give you problems. Quarterback, coach, continuity. Purdue, for once, on paper, is going to have a pretty good defense, even after losing George Kalafakis or whatever his name is. So that's still a game though I think that when you look at that Purdue game, but again, this is setting up for Nebraska and their coaching staff to motivate ththese guys, right? Flip on that tape from last year. This was probably the eyesore of the. Granted, when you go 3-9, if you can kind of, you're massaging it to them. But that's the game where you really, especially offensively, we did not play well. Against Purdue.
It's gonna be
so
that puts you in place.
That puts you at 7-0. 7 that's dub sack, and it's dub sack next week against Illinois.
I don't like
I'm already
that
at
Rutgers
8-0.
game.
So
I don't like that Rutgers game.
Well, I'm already at 80 and 80.
I understand.
Jay's got
that it's
8-0.
Rutgers.
What's your record after?
So you explain Purdue
What
and
was
Illinois.
what was I at? 4-1, right?
You had one loss going into
going after
Rutgers.
Going so 4-2,
and then Purdue
4-3.
Damn.
Illinois
5-3.
There we go. We'll finish it out when we come back.
You're listening to Old School with DP and J. Download the mobile app and listen wherever you are on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is your High School Minute.
With your Southeast Community College High School Minute, I'm Gus Cottle. It's a different group of players than the ones that carried Lincoln East deep into the Nebraska State Baseball Tournament. With an overhauled roster, Lincoln East Legion baseball team, Carpetland, has continued its winning ways. With a 10-2 victory over Lincoln Northeast Legion team, Judd's Brothers, Carpetland has secured the 2022 Mike Peterson Coach K Legion Baseball Tournament crown. After breaking his arm and missing much of the 2020 season due to the pandemic, Pius X graduate and 2018 MLB draft pick Michael Hellman will make his AAA debut with the Minnesota Twins AAA affiliate, the St. Paul Saints. This has been your Southeast Community College High School Minute. Learn more today at southeast.edu with locations in Lincoln, Beatrice, and Milford.
This is Dan Friedman. Between 2010 and 2019, distracted driving caused more than 40,000 car crashes in Nebraska, resulting in over 14,000 severe injuries and deaths. Please keep your eyes on the road. If you have a smartphone, put it away while you're behind the wheel. It will help keep our community safe and secure. This message is brought to you by Friedman Law Offices, helping injured people. It's what we do. It's all we do. Find us at friedmanlaw.com today.
Hey guys, it's Jake Sorensen. Meat is the absolute best Father's Day gift ever. And here's a little gift-giving wisdom from Omaha Steaks. Dads do indeed want steaks. And with Father's Day around the corner, there is not a better gift than Omaha Steaks. Visit omahasteaks.com and type Jake in the search bar and order the Dads Want Steaks package. For just $99, this limited time package includes 16 mouth-watering entrees he's guaranteed to love, like smoky, tender bacon-wrapped filet mignons, gourmet jumbo franks, and their air-chilled boneless chicken breast. And for a sweet finish, delicious caramel apple tartlets. As a special gift for my listeners, when you type Jake in the search bar and order the Dads Want Steaks package, you'll also get 8 free Omaha Steaks burgers. Don't wait. Go to omahasteaks.com and type Jake in the search bar and order the Dads Want Steaks package. You'll get 16 entrees and 4 desserts plus 8 free Omaha Steaks burgers. That's omahasteaks.com. Keyword Jake.
Your home should not be a zoo to unwelcomed animals. Let the experts at Bats to Rats take care of those problems. Dane has been a leader in wildlife and pest management and prevention in Lincoln and the surrounding area for 15 years. He can help you get rid of bats, rodents, and anything else. Whether it's residential or commercial buildings, schools, apartments, or churches, they're always a phone call away. Call today at 402-310-0904 or visit batsterats.com. Bats to Rats Wildlife Control and Prevention.
People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license plate is barely visible.
I mean, do you even care about that thing anymore?
It gets a little uncomfortable. Now, that's when I jump in.
Hey, whoa. Mark, did you get a new car?
Nope, just took my car down to Nebraska Auto Detail. Joe and the staff made the outside and the inside look amazing. Maybe you guys need to go.
Okay, wise guy.
Settle down, Jake.
Call Nebraska Auto Detail today at 402-601-5086. Beatrice Bakery. They ship cakes all over the country. True story. But take a look inside their shop and you'd have no idea. This is a Nebraska product through and through. Not some massive production plant. Local people making delicious cake just for you. So go see them in their new storefront location in downtown Beatrice. Grab some grandma's fruit cake, some chocolate rum cake, or my favorite, the turtle nut cake. And say hi to Rick and the crew. Beatrice Bakery. Online at beatricebakery.com. Welcome to our world of yum.
If you have concerns about your drinking water, just call Bryant. If your water doesn't look right, smell right, or taste right, Bryant can help. If your water has high levels of iron, Bryant can help. If you're tired of foggy dishes and dingy clothes, Bryant can help. Whatever your home water needs are, Bryant is here with a solution to fit your needs. Be sure about your water. Just call 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
We stand on the shoulders of women who came before us.
Women who fought for their own financial futures.
And now it's our turn.
Join us. Visit WeSaySaveIt.org and take control of your financial future by saving for retirement.
A message from AARP and the Ad Council.
Back to old school with DP and J on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hey, he didn't took your
Jay
key.
Foreman, stop it.
He didn't took your
Stop
key.
it. Stop
You know
it.
why you get an extra
I'm gonna
key?
turn your mic off. Stop it.
Got an extra key made.
Oh man, the last 4 weeks, Minnesota visits on November 5th, November 12th. You travel to Ann Arbor, Michigan. November 19th, Wisconsin comes to Lincoln, and then on Black Friday, Iowa and Iowa City.
Yeah, I mean, there's 4 games. Obviously, I got us going 8-0. So right up to this point. So I would say, obviously 2-2. The final 4. It's hard to pick which ones I envision them losing to, because as much as I can say they're going to have 2 losses, I can also say that there's 4 games that they should win and could win. So I'm big on. I think they're going to be. Here's what I do think. I do think we're going to beat Wisconsin. I do truly believe we're going to win that November 19th game. Defensively, I think we match up with them better. Offensively, I think we match up with them a lot better. And what they lost in their tight end is really what kind of hurt us last year. And he's gone. Now, granted, they're going to have other guys coming down the pipe, but all Big Ten tight end is something that just doesn't come every year. And so, especially with the problems that they've had at quarterback or the consistency. So I think that's one victory. Then the hardest game, I think, for Nebraska to win is the November 5th game home against Minnesota, because of Morgan coming back, the continuity between him and Fleck, the receiving core, their offensive line, and the running back coming back. And they have other running backs that stepped up when Muhammad was hurt last year. But conversely, they lost a 2nd-round pick in the defensive end, a 3rd or 4th-round pick in the other defensive end, and their defensive tackle, one of them signed as a priority free agent. Okay, that sets up well for ideally a running attack that is hopefully improved up until then. So it pains me. That would be a game that I would see to be very hard for them to win. Michigan, since it's at Michigan, I might just give that to them. But I think they're gonna. I do think the last 2 games, I think they're gonna win. Wisconsin and Iowa, which is kind of really, really good, because we hadn't been able to beat either one of them. I think normally you'd be happy with beating one of those kind of quote unquote rivalry games between those 2. I think this is the year that you're going to win both of them, just for the simple fact of what I saw last year, where we match up, and what they don't have at the key positions that I look for when I'm, I guess, evaluating the schedule.
10-2. Rico still at 5-7.
4-game losing streak.
We'll talk about. You and I will talk about that.
Okay, we can.
We'll talk about it on one-on-one. We'll go up and down the schedule as well. Jay Foreman, well done.
I might as well tune in, because I know you guys are going to be poking holes in my evaluation.
100%.
Imagine that Rico talking junk behind the mic.
Don't go anywhere.
You think I won't call in?
Don't go anywhere. One-on-one coming up next here on 93.7 Ticket.